Hello and welcome to day 23. We're now entering into the last phase of our 30 days, and what I'd like to do in this final phase, if you like, of the offer is start to put mindfulness into context, our practice into context. Just what are we working with? It's really good to know the roots of where mindfulness and meditation came from, and what held the practice together, what informed the practices. Okay? So I'm going to tell you about the four truths. In the mindfulness tradition, there are four truths. The first truth is, in life there is some degree of suffering or dissatisfaction, frustration, whatever you want to call it. That's a given in life. And I'm sure if you're watching this, viewing this, you'll agree with that. Nobody in all the time I've mentioned this has disagreed with it. There is some dissatisfaction in life. It's a given. Okay? I wish it wasn't, but it is. Now, that in itself is not like magic. It's like, oh yeah, no. We sort of know that. It's not saying there's no pleasure, there is pleasure and happiness and satisfaction. But we don't like dissatisfaction, we don't like discomfort. And so we make a problem out of it. That's the first truth. In the traditional language, it's called, the word is dukkha, and the translation is very good. It roughly translates as an ill-fitting chariot wheel. And you can imagine, can't you, going along on a chariot wheel and it's a bumpy ride. It's never quite right. And you just going out for a picnic and starts raining. The second truth is, I think, it's where the magic is. The second truth is, it's the origin of this dissatisfaction. It's the cause. And this is what the tradition says. That the cause is, I'm just going to expand on it. The cause is, it primarily comes from the fact that we don't know ourselves very well. We don't know who we are really. There's a saying in French, I know not myself, but my appetites. I don't know who I am, but I know my desires. So, yeah. So the second truth is there's a cause to this, and it comes because we don't know ourselves very well, because we misidentify who we are. It creates this suffering. And this suffering is because we crave and cling. We're always wanting something. And then we want something, then we cling to it. So this wanting might be of a person, a family, possessions, and it can be on the realm of ideas and reputation. Okay. Because we, if someone challenges my self-image, I can bristle, can't I? I might want to attack back, or I go inward and maybe I am this and that and the other. Maybe I'm rubbish. So this clinging, this craving for something, this wanting for the pleasurable things, that reinforces who I feel I am, that they're good for me. I want that, and then I cling to them. I cling to ideas, which is an interesting area. So it's people, things, the objects of the world, possessions. And there's nothing wrong with having, good friends and family. We all have them. They're some of the, they're source of some of the greatest joys. But it's when we cling. You know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. These ideas I have, I know how you should be, and you need to act like I want you to act. And if you don't, we'll both suffer because I'm going to give you a hard time. I know how I should act. I should be wonderful and this and that. If I don't, I give myself a hard time. Reputation. I crave for a good reputation, then I cling to it. So when somebody comes along and pokes a hole in that balloon, I suffer. Okay. So that's the cause. That's the cause of that dissatisfaction. And it's not just that we want, but we don't want other stuff. The stuff that threatens us. Psychologically, I'm talking about, not physically. So that gets us messed up because life is not going to, or rather, we try to engineer life so that we only have what we want. And it doesn't work. Because life will bring the whole package. And through this program and mindfulness, we learn to deal wisely with the difficult things that come along. So there is dissatisfaction, we have the cause. The third truth is there's an end to it. The tradition says you can end your dissatisfaction, your suffering, your distress. Not physical pain, because we have physical bodies and but even that we can change the way we relate to it. So the third truth is that there can be an end to this, and that's what's wonderful about this. It's good news. It starts off with suffering, but it's good news. It's that we can do something about it, and this is how you do it. And the fourth truth is how you do it. It's a wonderful teaching, and it's applicable to every moment of our life. These four truths. Let's say we're sitting here having a nice meditation. Let's get practical. Feeling good. And then someone starts the lawnmower outside. Oh, there we go. Just having a nice meditation there, and off we go. Or you're going for a picnic. Yeah, going out for the day with a new girlfriend or boyfriend. And then it starts raining. You wanted a nice day. So then you start grumbling. So we're sitting here and then we get frustrated. So there's the first truth, there's frustration. The second truth is saying there's a cause to this. We think it's the sound of the mower or the rain raining on our parade, but it isn't. It's not saying we might not, we might go outside and ask the person to keep quiet for a while. You can do that. That's being proactive. But what we normally do is go into the mind and start complaining. So where's the source of this suffering, this frustration? It's not out there, it's in here. Why does it have to rain now today of all days? Why do they have to start the lawnmower when I'm meditating? It always happens. It's ridiculous. Why run the lawnmower at 3:15 on a Sunday afternoon? There's the first truth, and the second truth there. The cause of suffering is because I don't want it to be happening. I'm clinging to an idea of how life should be. Getting it? The third truth is you can end this. And the fourth truth is this is how we're going to do it. So how do we bring this frustration to an end? We identify our thinking, because it's primarily there. The storyline. Why, oh why? That why question is a lot to answer for. Why does it have to be like this? Looking forward to a lovely day out with, the new girlfriend, the new boyfriend, the kids, and it's raining. Or you spill coffee down your new shirt. Doesn't we have to be happy about that? We're not pretending. But it's when we go into the storyline and then we run with it. That's where so we label our thinking. That's what we do. And we see how we're holding on to this idea that they shouldn't be using their lawnmower at 3 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. It should be like this so I can meditate. We cling to these ideas. And look at your life, you cling to them a lot. Okay? And this is applicable to relationships. Yeah. We cling to ideas. We get hooked into the thoughts, and then we get stuck there. Thoughts come along, and we hook into them, and then we're away in the storyline. So I just wanted to put into context. These are called the 4 truths of life, and this is what we're working with. And as we are able to drop our resistance to how life is, and we're going to go into this in the program. This is what it's about. We open to our natural goodness, life as it is, joy. We open up to joy, our innate contentment, let's say, whatever word you want to use, peacefulness. Okay. The 4 truths. There is dissatisfaction. There's a cause. There can be an end to it. Because we cause it, we can end it. You get it? And how we do it. It's a medical model. It's like when you go to the doctor. I've got a stomach ache, tummy ache. Okay, this is the cause. Got a virus. We can heal this for you, and this is how we're going to do it. I love that teaching. Wonderful. Okay. That's all for today. And go back and view a previous meditation, or just have a meditation without any guidance. Just sit quietly for 10 minutes and watch this mind. Thank you. Bye-bye.